So this is my budget home gym, relatively speaking. Everything I have on this channel is pretty much budget. I've been doing this for really focusing 18 months, and any money I have is either from my day job or money from ad revenue and affiliate marketing. So again, as always, thank you for the support on this channel. Everything I'm going to talk about here is pretty much bought used, or some companies have garage sale. Being in Austin, I'm very thankful that some of the equipment you'll see is Fringe Sport. I didn't even know that they were headquartered here, so I got some stuff from them and then just accumulated it in different ways, which I'll talk about. There's a few reasons why I personally have a home gym, and some of these reasons may apply to you. Number one, this is technically a second YouTube studio. So when I'm testing products, there's one like the Eleiko Open collars. I'm doing extended periods of testing. I'm doing kind of weird things that I don't want to use the gym equipment for at a CrossFit gym like the one I go to. Shout out to CrossFit Central downtown where I got this shirt and my actual gym. So I use this for that reason. Number two, I don't like when the gym is closed, and I have a routine. When I want to work out, I want to be able to work out. So I have this, and who knows if another pandemic is gonna happen. I love barbells, and I can only do so much cardio and so much at-home stuff before it drives me absolutely crazy. And third is for my time. Sometimes I'm doing my day job as a consultant, and there's fiscal year ends for companies that we're consulting with and we're working with, and my whole schedule is screwed up. I'm pushing 70, 80 hours within that week, and I have to, for my own sanity, work out. So all I do is walk downstairs to this gym, put in the work, and then I go back to work. So everything I do is invest in my own health. All right, so enough of the reasons why I have a home gym. Let's get into it. All right, let's start off with the foundation of the gym, these mats. Don't buy gym mats because there's some sort of increased premium, and there are no difference than those and these horse stall mats that you can get at something like Tractor Supply. Being in Texas, Tractor Supplies are abundant. I don't know about where you live, but I'm sure you can find some Menards or something that is selling similar style mats. These are 4x6, an inch or at least 3/4 inch thick. They're heavy as hell. They're not that cheap, but it's gonna protect your gym floor, especially if you're doing a cross-functional or CrossFit style of training like I do, and are gonna drop the weights. So go to a Tractor Supply, a Menards. Do not buy from a specialty gym store because it's just going to be at a premium. Unless, of course, maybe like in the future when I finally purchase a house, because I rent here, I want customized sizing and I don't wanna do it myself, then I'll go to someone like that because no one else is gonna be able to do that. Then we have the Fringe Sport rack. Everything's cheap. Everything I bought for Fringe Sport is their garage sale. So they use them in maybe photo shoots, product shoots, or at events. And then I can go in there and I get 40% off sometimes. Again, sorry if that's not an option for you. Go check out OfferUp. Some of the stuff that I'm gonna go over, I got on OfferUp or Craigslist or anything. But being in Austin, I get to take full advantage of that. I've got their Bomba bar. This bar spins really well, and I absolutely love it for Olympic lifting. And having your own bar, by the way, is much better than using like the cheaper bars or the well-worn bars at the gym, because you get the spin, especially if you're doing Olympic lifting, which is when it's the most important, your power cleans or your cleans, your snatches, stuff like that. So definitely invest in that. Then we got a Fringe Sport bench. Nothing special about it, just needed a bench. Over here, I have Fringe Sport's weights. Now, Fringe Sport also has the best 10-pound weights for dropping. And again, that's not gonna be something you're gonna be worried about unless you're doing Olympic lifting and you're not gonna wanna hold on to the weight overhead and you're just gonna drop it to the floor. The 10-pound weights, 15s, 25s, 45s. I bought a whole bunch just because, again, this was all garage sale stuff and I got it at a deep discount. Easy curl bar. I'm getting more back into a bodybuilding kind of style, at least interjecting it within my cross-functional training. The Hard Work Pays Off program does a good job at that. I just feel more balanced if I really focus and isolate some muscles overall. I have some weaknesses in my shoulder, so I do that and get back in on biceps. So easy curl bar. I actually, things like this easy curl bar, my other two barbells, I got one over here and I got one right over here sitting up there. And these iron weights in this rack right here actually came from my dad's house and the house I grew up in. He recently passed away, unfortunately, and I just have a lot of good memories. I'm always gonna have those weights. Iron weights always last long. No, they don't weigh more than the rubber, the drop weights, but I do still have a meathead in me where I squat really heavy and I deadlift to the point where I can't fit these thick boys on. So I'm very happy that I have the iron weights now. Just very unfortunate how I had to get those. And then also, I got a squat rack back here I need to put together. It's got a lat pull down, again, going back into the isolation and the bodybuilding kind of stuff. I want to be able to start using that again. One downfall I have of my home gym is I can't do muscle ups, and toes to bar are really hard to cycle. I'm 6 foot tall. The racks that you see at stores just aren't tall enough, and the ceilings I think are about only 8 foot, which makes it a difficult gym to also do overhead stuff in. I've got just enough room to be able to do it. I just gotta be very careful. Sometimes I drag these mats outside and do my workouts. This box right here, if you wanna come down here, I'm using, it's like I'm talking to someone. I'm actually using the Ronin SC, which I'll do a video review on to help film myself. This is a box that I actually got for free off Craigslist, which came with what some people call the devil's tricycle. This is the Rogue Echo bike. Nothing beats this bike in terms of fan bikes. Not the Assault bike, not even what I saw, the new Fringe Raptor bike. Sorry, Fringe. But this overbuilt, badass piece of crap, whatever I want to call it when I'm on it, is above all the best, in my opinion, cardio equipment. And I have two pieces of cardio equipment in the gym. One, go for a run outside if I need to get some sort of cardio element into a workout. And two, I got this and a Concept 2. So I bought this off Craigslist. I went to some guy in Austin and he had a full CrossFit gym and he had to move. He wasn't gonna be able to take it with him. This bike looks brand new. I don't know even how much he actually used it. So I was able to get this for about $100 off list, and I didn't have to pay shipping from Rogue, which is a huge pain in the ass. One of the pieces of equipment I would love to have is a reverse hyper. Westside Barbell has a fold-up one that I was looking at. I was about to purchase it. It's got $140 in shipping and handling fees, and that is a tough amount to swallow. So I'll eventually get one, but first I just try to see if something pops up on Craigslist or OfferUp. So this one was just off list, didn't have to pay shipping, and it was fully assembled. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna get some turf wheels because I also wheel this outside to do work, plus get my vitamin D outside. Now back here, if you can't see it, I got my camera bag on top of it, is a deep freezer, not with food, but this actually is a cold bath that I've modified. I'll do another video too. By the way, all these different videos, hit the subscribe, hit that like button on this one, hit the alert button so you're notified when I come out with a video on the Ronin SC, any specific piece of equipment that I'm gonna focus on, like the Echo bike, a rower, and this cold bath, how to make your own, and the importance of thermogenesis for hot and cold. So stay tuned for that. Nothing really over here. I've got some paddle boards. I did a review on my boat board. I use those for exercise quite frequently, so technically it's a piece of my home gym, and it's there with a Diablo paddle sports board, Austin, Texas brand. It's a Supyak, just for FYI. Over here is the Concept 2 rower. Again, I did not buy this new. I am very fortunate, again, to be in Austin, Texas, where they just had the Rogue Invitational. It was a lot of fun, and if you ever have an event in your area, that is a good time to get anything Rogue Fitness sells, like a Concept 2 rower. So both pieces of cardio equipment I have, the Echo bike and the Concept 2, are my favorite, first of all, and also it's full body. So if I want to lay off my legs, I can. If I want to lay off my arms, I can, just by modifying my own movement. But overall, I like to attack the whole body in cardio movement, so I have these pieces of equipment, and plus they just really, really suck in the middle of a workout. So this is the Concept 2. Again, didn't have to pay shipping, just had to pay a used price. I think it was $100 off of the list price again. directly from Rogue this time, since I bought it from the Rogue Invitational. Just had to pack it up in the truck and take it home. So love this piece of equipment. So kettlebells. Kettlebells are absolutely tremendous to get into your workout, and you can buy some cheap ones, but anything to keep in mind when you're buying cheaper weights is there are problems with consistency of the actual weight of the product, the build, they can chip, and they just last over time. Then you can go a step up and buy the Onnit Primate Bells, another company here in Austin, Texas. I didn't realize until I moved here how many companies are actually here in Austin, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. So just can't love the city enough. But that doesn't mean you should move here. I need to buy a house within the next year, and the housing prices are up high enough as is. So wait until I move and then come in and help me inflate my home price. Thank you. Anyway, these Onnit Primate Bells are incredible. I love using them. The shape and the face, they have Star Wars, they've had Marvel, they've had Zombie. Doesn't have any limitation in any of the movements when using them. So that was one thing I was worried about, like if I'm doing like kettlebell snatches or anything like that, whether or not the face was getting in the way. Haven't had any problem whatsoever, and I use them quite often. And I just love the look of them. So very minimalist, and it's very male focused in terms of the prescribed weights during CrossFit workouts. So the only dumbbells I currently have are 35 pound and 50 pound. These, again, Craigslist. I bought these before really things got jacked up during COVID. Actually, I take that back. The 35 pounds, I was sitting at midnight one night because of such a dumbbell shortage. I was at Target and I was just refreshing my cart until I was able to buy those. So the two sets of dumbbells I have, the 35s and the 50s, were bought during quarantine, and I was doing devil presses, man makers, anything that really kicked my ass just to get my heart rate up. We're almost nearing the end. It's a very simplified setup. I have a Fringe Sport 20 pound ball for wall balls. I should have bought 30, or at least I should buy a 30. One thing that's been interesting is that at the gym, I use a 30 pound. And by the way, I go to the gym just because I love the communal aspect of it. I like seeing people. I work full-time remote. This is just, again, YouTube studio, accessorizing on the days off, and just testing products and whatnot. But I've been using a 30 pound ball at the gym, so when it's actually time to use a 20 pound and maybe like something like the CrossFit Open, it feels like nothing. So one of the rare things I actually bought new, I don't know what it is with these timers. This was a cheap Amazon one. It does all the functionality of like a Rogue Fitness timer that's like $400. I don't understand what the big deal is with timers. Comes with a remote, does EMOMs, Tabatas, everything, you name it. I'll put a link in the description for that one. I think it was like 50% the cost. But it works out fantastic, and I just have it up there. And that wraps it up. Not much else to it. Very simplified. You can do just about any workout you want to, again, except for muscle up. So I have to do some sort of like compound replacement where I'm doing like dips and then I'm doing push-ups to make up for that. But overall, it does what I need to do. Again, this is a house that I'm renting here in Austin. Once I actually move, hopefully within the next year, I will make some bigger upgrades, add some additions. I would like a ski erg, I would like a bike erg, and I'm constantly on the lookout for great deals. Hope you get some ideas if you're trying to look to build your home gym. If you like this video, hit the like button. Maybe give me some suggestions if you think there's some products I should check out. Again, subscribe, because I will be doing some dedicated reviews on why I bought something, some clinical research on exactly maybe why you should buy it. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.